Yeah, good. Hello, everybody. Brian here. Another stream today. Actually, today's stream is going to be, it's kind of a continuation of last Friday, and that. So basically, last week was about empath meditation. Okay, taking care of yourself, and like recharging yourself, grounding yourself, stuff like that. Okay, well, this week it's more like defending yourself, like how when you go out into the world and there's a lot of crazy people out there, and you gotta physically defend yourself, especially if there's some real nutcases out there, and you gotta learn self-defense in the physical sense. Well, you've also got to do the same thing when it comes to your mental health, your mental self, as well as your spiritual. Okay, you need defenses for physical, but also for your mental. Your mental and your spiritual. Okay, because believe me, there are people out there that'll attack you one way or the other. Hello. Like let's just take just for example, you go out and all of a sudden you see some people that you feel are very negative. They're doing negative stuff. Do you think it's more important, mental health or school? I think mental health is important everywhere. At home, in school, at work, everywhere. Basically, where there's people, there's got to be mental health issues, and there needs to be more support programs out there to help those who are really suffering. Because basically, when it comes to people that struggle with mental health, basically is it's a condition that's not seen. Okay, and in a lot of cases, it's a condition that's misunderstood, and also it's kind of ignored. And that, like back in Victorian times, you didn't dare mention, mental health or anything like that. That was complete taboo because the understanding of it was still in an infancy. Well, even today, it's still not really talked about because some people think that if you have mental issues of any kind, it's almost taboo or it's a sign of weakness, and that. But there's nothing. There's no weakness in any kind of mental health. It's a condition that's just not understood, and being around other people that are very negative, okay, it's going to affect you, so like I said, when you do it, like I said, well, when it came to any kind, as long as it's not spicy, so as I stated last week, when it comes to your empath meditation, okay, well, that part is vital, to ground yourself and also to empower yourself. I'm not going to go into full details about the meditation part. You'll have to watch my stream from either last Wednesday or last Friday, and you'll find that on my YouTube channel. Okay, but when it comes to defend yourself, okay, as I said, that's part of the meditation, and when it comes to when it comes to that, especially after you do the meditation, you go out, you mingle with other people, and Sorry, I don't understand that comment. Sorry. Congratulations on your circumcision. I'm proud of you. Sorry, I don't understand that. And by the way, that's not the topic of the stream. Okay, thanks. And so basically, after you do the meditation as stated in the last video, and that you'll find that you have more defenses, like you know how a person has an energy field around them. Okay, it's known as your aura. Okay, well that energy field is kind of like your protective shield. Okay, and the meditation part strengthens your energy field that's around your body. Because don't forget that when the physical body dies, the spirit body, the energy part remains. But while we're still in the physical body, we still have that energy field, like I said, it's called the aura, and that acts as your defense. Okay, not only does it help you against anything negative, and that, but also people, if you find that you're near people that when you leave them, you're really drained. Okay, some of them are known as energy vampires, and a lot of people, they like drawing the energy off you, and they basically turn you into a battery. And when you leave, you're completely drained. Okay, well, you need to be defended against that. Okay, and meditation does wonders for that. Okay, so as I keep repeating myself about the meditation part that I spoke about last week, that's kind of the part one, today's part two. Okay, you can't have one without the other. Okay, hold on a second. Got a troll. There. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Yeah. You see, I started a stream. I talk about spirituals and stuff, and then people come in with really stupid comments. I have no time for people. If people want to do stupid things like that, then yeah. Like I know TikTok is full of people that they just like to cause trouble, because they're bored, and that. But best thing to do, block them and just forget about them, kind of like a fly buzzing around. So I call them TikTok flies. So anyway, because I don't want to see or feel negativity coming from the stream, and right now I feel good right now, and then I like to keep it that way. And see, I've got my defenses up, and you see, I felt negative, so I blocked them. Negative's gone. And so even if you go out when after the stream, when you go out into the world, and hey, LMR. Sorry, I have no idea what that means. And but when you go out into the world, and if you come across people that are just angry or very bitter, people like that are naturally negative. And trust me, it's people like that you want to stay away from. I know they might be your best buddies or your relatives or whatever. Well, I would say it's relatives, but your best friends or whatever, but they're incredibly negative. Okay? Well, in my own opinion, you deserve better. Okay? Because it's better to be around positive people than it is around negative people. And because if you're around negative people enough times, whenever I'm around negative people, I actually feel sick because there's so much negative energy. But once I leave, I feel better again. I feel a bit drained, but I feel better in that. And I find that each day when I do meditation, I feel like I'm recharging my spiritual batteries and defending myself. I go back out, and like, hey, I feel great, and I know for people that really struggle with different kinds of mental conditions, like bipolar, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, stuff like that. Those kind of people are the most vulnerable to, any kind of mental attack from negative people, and that's something that these people don't need. Okay, they're putting up what I consider a psychological war, and they don't need that aggravation, and that's why I'm glad to say that there are different support groups that help people with different kinds of mental issues. That's good, but for people that don't want to seek help because they're ashamed of it, or they don't understand it, or they think they consider it a weakness, I say to them, it is not a weakness. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, it's just the way you're made. Okay, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with getting help, and even just finding someone to talk to, get answers. Because sometimes it requires medication, and sometimes it doesn't. Here's another way of really relieving different kinds of mental issues, and at the same time, it helps you spiritually as well. And that's going what is known as Reiki, okay, or energy healing. That's another way of defending yourself as well as helping yourself deal with whatever mental issues you may have. Okay, and that is go to a Reiki session, and get some energy healing done, because sometimes it's just basically you got so much crap balled up inside of you, it's got to be released, even up here, and it's so much crap built up, especially for people that they got a lot on their mind, but they're too proud to let it loose. I know my father was like that. Okay, he could have a nuclear war zone inside of him. He would never release it, which is not healthy. Okay, and if you don't know how to release all that energy, all that emotional energy out of you, well, like I said, meditation does help, but I would strongly recommend for you to contact someone that practices Reiki, energy healing, and from what I understand, they have done wonders. Especially made a new friend, so I'd highly recommend for you to just, even if you don't really want to get a session with the Reiki practitioner, just call them and ask them. Say, okay, I'm suffering from anxiety, I'm suffering from panic attacks, I'm suffering from depression. Okay, what's the next best step? What's the next best approach? They may recommend a session to see how that works. They may recommend something else. They might recommend, as I stated, meditation, which also works really well. So basically, I think it really just depends on your, of what you want to do, basically, So, as the topic I said today's stream is said, your mental and spiritual defenses. Okay, in order to have those defenses, meditation, and also it doesn't hurt to ask questions. Okay, because the old saying goes, knowledge is power. There you go. And it does absolute wonders especially for people that are really suffering, But for people that are just straight negative, people like that we can do without. Whether in person or on live stream or on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, wherever, if you come across someone that's very negative and they give you a really stupid comment, don't even give them the light of day. Just block them. Just say, hey, you're not worth my time. You want to be negative? Bye-bye. I prefer to be someone I'd rather be with people or someone that's positive, someone that wants to talk, but talk like human beings, not like some, crazy person. It's amazing what the outcome can be. If you really take care of your mental and spiritual self, and I really hope that this stream will really help a lot of people. I don't care where you're from, but right now, I really hope that this stream, if it can get translated, and that I'm really hoping that this stream makes it to the Ukraine, because they need as much help as they can get, because they're going through an emotional and spiritual turmoil. They're going through it's really bad. And so it's really bad. So anyway, I better get going. My boss is video calling me, so I'll see you next Friday on TikTok again. So again, love and light, everybody. I'll post this on my YouTube channel as soon as I can. Okay, so God bless, love and light. If you have any questions, email me, empathmedium@gmail.com. Okay, God bless.